And this is a video review request of Transformers Movie 1 Deluxe Class Bumblebee. This is the 1970s Camaro alt mode, one of the first Bumblebee movie figure to be released. This is the first mode, both in alt mode and robot mode, that we see of Bumblebee in the first movie. And one of the first figures I actually picked up for the movie line. I picked him up at Times Square, at Toys R Us in New York. I was there on honeymoon with my wife, and there was just one last Bumblebee left on the shelf, so I decided, what, hey, I'll get him, right? Um, then the concept Camaro Bumblebee came out, then the premium series came out, and people started forgetting about this figure. Um, I don't think you can get him anywhere now. Out here in Manila, I have not seen this figure anywhere, not even hobby shops. You can probably get him here as an out-of-package figure, but if you want an MISB figure, you probably have to get him online. And he's probably going to be at a decent price because I think this guy is already on clearance. Okay. It's actually quite an interesting figure if you give it a chance. Uh, I don't think Hasbro knew what they had with this figure, and it could have been a lot more. The detailing is there. I mean, you have to give props to the design team. One of the first figures they actually released, and it was pretty awesome at the time, before the Camaro concept Bumblebee came out. But they could have done a lot more. They really had something here, and I suspect not all the creative geniuses at the current design team of Hasbro were on board. They probably had a very small team back then, but you know it could have been a more interesting figure given the chance. Okay, the head mold is not particularly great. The detail on it is awesome, but the way it was designed, they, they they could only do so much, I guess, back then. There is no light piping. Um, this is probably as close as you'll get to a Canon Bumblebee back then. This figure is pretty lean. It's got great use of automorph technology in the design. We'll see later when you transform him. It's pretty lean. All the limbs are very articulate. You get ball joints everywhere. Wrist articulation, and the feet are very stable because they're big. There is no waist articulation, which is kind of a drawback. That's fine, which has been remedied by the new concept Camaro Bumblebee, as well as the latest Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebees. But back then, this was a pretty awesome figure. You could get him in serious poses. You know, he's pretty awesome. Uh, when I got him, I just put him on the shelf. Never did a lot of playing around with this guy, but now that I begin to articulate this figure, I happen to think that this is a wonderful figure. I mean, if you can still get him on clearance, I say pick him up. I mean, I don't think they're ever going to do a redeco on this figure anymore. It's not particularly not a favorite of the fans, but you know, it was a very interesting figure back then. Anyway, uh, very minimal kibble, I would say. And just amazing use of automorph technology. This did get, I think that it got a repaint for the movie one line. There are like two Bumblebees, battle damage. This one was battle damaged. You get a lot of burn marks here and there, but between the two, I'm not a fan of battle damage. I say pick this guy up if you can still find him, but do not pay more than $6 for him, I guess. Okay, the missiles fire. I thought they would fire like Star Wars when you flick the back part, but they're actually there's a notch here that fires them, so pretty good. Okay, transform him. Just straighten the limbs. Okay. Okay. And this thing is on a spring that really sets, I mean, it sets the chest immediately once it pops out. and it cocks into place just like that. It's amazing what they did with this figure. I think back then, yeah, you couldn't complain much. Again, automorph, as we will see here. Fold the feet. Okay, and again the automorph roof. Pretty nice. I think Bumblebee and Ironhide got a bit of a got a lot of design time with the automorph on them. Very nice, very well thought out. Okay. Okay. It's quite a seamless alt mode. There's really not much you can complain about. You get some burn marks here and there, but that's how he looked like in the movie when Sam first got him. There is some space gaps here, which you can fill out with his guns. Like so, if you choose to keep the guns in alt mode. You can opt not to put the guns in if you don't want the missiles firing or whatnot. They do tab in together. It just fills in the gap if you want to. I think you can attach. No, you can still attach the guns here on the hubcap, and they'd still look good as a battle mode. But you know, they're best kept here. You can still see the missile sticking out, but you can't take it out. It'd be cool. No license plate here. So there, this is as good as it gets, you know. You know, there's not really much you can complain about this figure. Let me just tighten everything in. This is a very compact alt mode. Rolls very well. Very seamless. There's not a lot of gaps in him. Not a lot of detail as well. I mean, they could have done a lot more paint applications here and there, but the way it's been sculpted is very nice. Painted windows everywhere. Yeah, but you want to display this guy in robot mode, not in this mode. Simply because there is a concept Camaro alt mode now, and the 2010 Camaro alt mode. Okay, so there you have it. I hope this helps you decide whether this figure is worth the $4 or $5, $6 you're going to pay for it. I think it is, you know, but do not pay more than $6 for him. So thanks for watching. Transformers Movie 1 Deluxe Class Bumblebee in the 1970s Camaro alt mode. Thanks for watching.